Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee, this JLeesCorner. This is my review for Married to Medicine Season 7, Episode 1. Okay? Episode 1. Okay? If you have not done so already, please click number 2, subscribe to my channel, and become a JayBird, y'all. It is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Do not forget to like, comment, share this video, and all that goodness. Let's get it started. I feel like this episode wasn't much. But I get it because it's episode 1, and they're trying to show us all the drama we're going to get this season. So this is not, I don't think it's going to be a long video, but let me show you the ladies this season, okay? I got a couple pictures of each person. I meant to get more, but I didn't. But it was what it was. Toya. You know, Toya got the little braids or whatever. Her face looks different. I can't put my nose or my finger or my lips or my eyes on it or my cheekbones on it. Something about her look different. Not bad different. It's a little bit different. It could be because I haven't seen her in a while. I'm not sure. But, you know, she looks fine. I don't like the, what is that, velvet? Toya. Girl. Anyway, she's there. Who else do we have? Mariah. Mariah looks the same. Bit surgical, but not surgical, but surgical. Okay, same hair, same makeup. It's Mariah. It's nothing different. No tea, no shade. She just looks every season. I don't think she's giving us different looks, and she just looks the same as she did last season. So we're gonna move on from that. Okay. Contessa. Oh, white Contessa. She looks fine. Again, she looks the same as she did last season too. I meant to get a picture with her and her husband, but I forgot. But you know what I'm saying? At least her forehead looks big here. That's, you know, but I guess it is what happens when you have certain kind of wigs. Girl, talk about wigs. I do not like this look on Quad at all. I wish I would have got another picture, but I didn't. I wouldn't think about it. This was her first. If you give me this look, I'm going to show this look. It makes her forehead look beard. It makes her forehead look big. The part is too down low for me. You can see the lace of it all. I don't like it. I don't like this look at all. She did have another look, but I just forgot to get a picture of it. But this, I don't like this one. I don't. It makes her look like she's a drag queen. And Quad looks better in other photos, but I just didn't get another picture. Now I got these couple couples. Jackie and Curtis looks happy. Okay, Jackie and Curtis looks like a good couple. Even though he was a whole cheater and she was upset, okay, they look to be in happier spaces. I like the pinkness of his shirt and the matchiness of the tie. Jackie's hair looks flawless. It's the way to do a wig and a weave the right way. I love her makeup as well. She looks very much so well put together. Like she had a whole stylist this time, okay? And we also have oh, what was this one? I don't know who this was. I don't know who that was. What's this one? Oh, okay. So we have Heavenly and Damon. Okay. I don't like Heavenly and blonde hair. I don't. You can completely tell it's a weave and or a wig, and I don't like it. It is. I prefer her with darker hair, even brown, a dark brown hair. But I do not like her with blonde hair at all. You know, Damon looks like Damon, like he's embarrassed that Heavenly's probably talking about putting a penis in her mouth. You know, it is what it is. And I also had Simone and Cecil. I forgot. I think I deleted out the wrong picture when I did that. But Simone and Cecil looks like they're having really good sex now. Okay, they look very, very happy. Like she's getting the D all the time. Okay, and she looks happy. Okay, now let's get into the show. Now, for me, I felt like, again, this review will be different than any others because it was so much like, oh, so this is who's mad at who. It was just that. And even within that, it was a bunch of like, don't need to know stuff. So, we see Jackie and Heavenly has a YouTube channel where they were doing a show called Open and Honest, okay? And so we see each of the ladies watching the show in their house. We see Quad at home by herself watching it, and I'm like, is she talking to her dog about the show? Is you asking the dogs the questions about the show? Okay. We see Simone like, I can't believe this. I can't believe that. I can't. All this stuff. And basically, Jackie and Heavenly are talking about things that has happened between the ladies on the show. And they're also speaking about girl code. Okay, girl code. You can't be out here talking bad about your friend's husband. You can't be out here, bringing up old shit. There's all these different rules and regulations that we have as friends. That's girl code, okay? And again, all the ladies are listening, and we even had one caller who called in and asked Heavenly, why you so messy? Am I getting punked? Is that a punk call? No, Heavenly, why are you so messy? And so that's what it was. And then from there, we see kind of two conversations happening. Okay, we see Heavenly and Quad are going to a vagina spa. Okay, they're going to steam and cleanse the vaginas of it all. So she brings up how because Quad is getting divorced, they need to cleanse her vagina of her ex-husband. She brings up how her and Greg are just tying up a couple loose ends, a couple more conversations for, things to be split between them, whatever, and then she'll be free like Maya, okay? You know what I'm saying? No, it's not. What song was it? Free like Maya? Ain't her song free? I don't know. Free like, I don't know. I guess feel like I'm a star. So Quad was like, so where are you with the ladies? You know what I'm saying? What's going on or whatever? Because again, the whole YouTube show brought up things about the girls. Heavily brings up, I don't think Jackie was being messy. I think Jackie was bringing up questions that the ladies would ask because now people mad at each other. So Quad brings up how, I get that, girlfriend should take secrets to the grave or whatever. I with that. Well, Jackie said that, but I feel like me and Mariah are not friends. Okay, so clearly it was when Jackie brought up, should Quad have brought up that Mariah allegedly was doing drugs, okay? And, Heavenly said, well, no, I do think she brought it up again just because it was a conversation of it all. And I'm like, but Quad, you can't say that you and Mariah aren't currently friends. Girl code don't mean once we break up or once we stop being friends, we don't have to respect girl code. Girl code means even if we are no longer friends, whatever I know about you, I can't be out here spreading it. Okay, can't be out here spreading it. I went out with my friend this weekend, and an old friend of ours, well, she's her friend, but I'm not, assumed I said some things because someone told her I did. I'm looking like, that ain't even me. And she said, I know, I told her that, but she was in her own head, and she figured, I said, girl. So again, girl code, my thing is, if we not friends no more, I still have girl code where I'm not going to tell nobody none of the dirt you did, like that goes to the grave with me, okay? I agree that girl code rule goes through even when you're no longer friends, okay? Period. So Heavy then brings up how she's upset with Simone and or Cecil because Cecil was online and he posted on Twitter where he repeated what Mariah said, you need to pressure wash this house. So he repeated it and said, hopefully Simone don't come home contaminated. So she got upset and she put up on Twitter that you're up here tweeting and twerking and not even working. I need to hire you to come clean my house because you're not working. Now that would have made me mad about Simone. Don't you be online, going in on my husband. Okay, because he had a little jokey joke or whatever. Come at me. That's just me. So on the other side of town, we see Simone, Mariah, and Toya having dinner. Mainly because, they on the other side of town. Because again, we see this group is split up down the middle this season. So they bring up how they were shocked at the question that Jackie was asking online and on the YouTube video, whatever, and how, they just never thought that she'd be like kind of getting in the mess. And so Mariah brings up how, I've never done drugs, and I feel like Jackie should have done her due diligence to know to not, insinuate that, or further bring up what Quad said or whatever, because at this point, Jackie is just like, Mariah and Quad bringing up gossip that's not even true. And that's it, but I mean, she asked a question, so I guess it is what it is. Simone brings up how she's mad at Heavenly because Heavenly mentioned, how she was unhappy that Cece was out of work and how Cece should get a job. Okay. And she said, I don't know why she felt the need to, what I'm saying, put that not tweeter, Lord Jesus, that tweet out on Twitter about her husband as if she did not know that was a private conversation that she was having with Heavenly. And I said what's Heavenly is just, what I'm saying, a little bit messy, okay? A little bit messy. Was add a video. Anyway, so basically as we see, everyone has issues with everyone and they're having their different conversations, whatever. But Heavenly's husband, Damon, has opened up a surgical center. So they're going to have a party and everyone is invited. So we see the rest of the episode is like what each person is doing. So let's get on that. Let's get on through that. Jackie and Curtis is moving to a new home, a lovely new home that is about 4,500 square feet. It has five bedrooms and 4.5 baths. Okay, they finally found the house after a couple years of looking, him cheating, and all this other stuff. They have a whole new house with whole new memories. And that was really it. You know what I'm saying? She brings up how in life you have choices, and I have chosen to move forward. And again, her and Curtis looks happy. They in the house. She brings up how they're gonna do some remodeling to it. Now, last season, I could have swore they were going to build a house. And I think maybe it was just team too much, so they just didn't build one. They just bought one that was bigger that they can just remodel. I mean, that works as well. Because in that aspect, you can work on room by room. Okay, but still be in the whole new house. Okay, but again, 4,500 square feet, 5 bedrooms and 4.5 baths. And she can wait for her new closet, but she does not want a 2-story closet. They're going to let somebody else have a 2-story closet. Okay, so Contessa is out of the city. Okay, she is in Nashville, Tennessee, and she wants to become Surgeon General. She wants to practice public health. So the best school to learn what she needs to learn is in Tennessee and Nashville, and so she spends half her time there in school. And when she doesn't have school, she goes back home with the kids. So Scott has been a single dad recently because Contessa's always gone doing schoolwork. I mean, so she's going between Atlanta and Nashville. You don't want to ever tell any woman that she can't pursue her dreams and she can't, do what she needs to do. However, I do feel like how fair is it to her children that she literally is leaving. I feel like Contessa's at an age to where, you can't find the stuff you need to do in your city. I was the same way if the husband. I don't think either parent should leave the household for long periods of time if they don't have to. You went to school to be a doctor, girl. I don't know, but again, I hope she can be the Surgeon General and tell the whole world what to do health wise. Okay, Toya and Eugene. Toya and Jean's house is almost finished, but still not finished. They got it built up like it's the actual house. They moved way quicker than Robin did, but that house that she was doing, they moved way faster than Chateau Charest. Okay, it looked like they're doing way more work than even Giselle is on the house that she was building or remodeling or whatever. But again, no piece of the house is fully finished. Like the outside isn't fully finished. The inside isn't fully finished. But it's not a shell of a house like it was last time. Okay, there's structure, there's rooms or whatever. So their house will be 9,000 square feet. It will have 6 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms. Okay, and it will also have Toya's 2-level closet. I wouldn't want a closet where some stuff is on one level and then I have to walk up some stairs to get to the other level of my closet. I would prefer to have one big, huge closet because I love seeing all my stuff in one place. I hate here. I have 3 closets, so I'm always wondering where is this shirt? Where is this dress? Is it? I can't wait to move and I have one huge room that's a closet, and then all of my clothes and shoes will be in the huge thing. I would not want a 2-story closet because I had to figure out is it upstairs? Is it down here? Damn, where I put them shoes? I wouldn't want to do that. Anyway, so I feel my tongue. Eugene brings up how, they saved and they paid their tax off or whatever, but Toya has just basically been shopping in the form of things for the house. So again, she's been adding things on to the house, and the whole building stage was her like this shopping. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And he says mainly because they had every option. Because they had every option, you know what I'm saying? She didn't realize you need to narrow that shit down, okay? And I'm like, if you say so. So they bring up how they're kind of frustrated because they have nothing that's fully done in the house, and their house they're currently living in, they have 60 days to be out of the house. So they need their house to be finished, finished, finished. Which means one of them, Toya, should be at the new house making sure things are getting done. You want to know why should be Toya? Because Eugene has a full-time job. Toya has all the time to be free. Toya's whole season could be her getting that house together. Okay, Toya, if I was you, I would be at the house every single day in sneakers and jeans and a hoodie. Like, get it done, get it done, be on their ass. Okay, but I digress. Anyway, we then see Cecil, Simone, and the boys having a family dinner out. It was real cute. Okay, Simone and Cecil looks happy. Not fake happy, like real, I'm getting dick down daily, you know what I'm saying? My husband has a job, you know what I'm saying? My kids getting grades in school. Like, I'm like, okay. Okay, so she brings up how even though the house is so messy, because both boys are in the house, of course he's back as well, but both boys are messy. Their rooms are messy, okay? It was food on the couch, messy. Girl, I'd be mad about food on the couch. Anyway, but again, she brings up how regardless of that, she's very happy to have her whole family back together, okay? So we see Cecil's back working, okay? Cecil has become a real estate agent. He actually sold a house for 900 grand. It's hard to be a real estate agent. And so for him to have gotten into it and has already sold a house, that's great. Kudos, kudos, kudos to Cecil, okay? I want to flip houses, but Detroit, I'm like, who buying houses? I don't want to have a house that I fix up and then nobody buy it. Anyway, so, she brings up how, because Cecil is doing the real estate thing, which means he still has free time, he also comes down to her office to help a lot, okay? He is basically like her admin assistant or whatever, even though he like, she won't let me be, called the manager. Let me be your manager. But he just does things around the office to help her, which I think is fine. I know it is what it is. Anyway, we then find out her son. I say anyway a lot. Anyway, and whatever. So anyway, we found out her son Miles is back home from Howard. Okay, he didn't laugh there. It seems as if he got put out. Okay, because they were like, he was there. He wasn't doing so good. He came home. We had him enrolled in a school closer to home, and now he's doing better. Okay, because he left Howard, and the brother then said, yeah, involuntarily, meaning he got put out of school for whatever reason, and now he's home. He's in school at home now. He said, "Well, I just miss y'all so much." Well, and they brought up how some kids have a gap year. They say he had a gap year just in college. I'm like, and wasted their money. So we then see Dr. Damon has the event for his opening of the surgical center. Now, again, this episode was a lot of shadiness and showing the separateness of the two groups of ladies. You have Quad, Jackie, Heavenly, and Contessa. You then have Simone, Mariah, and Toya. So those are the two sets of women. And so the day of this, this event where it's like a Hollywood glam thing that I'm like, some of them did not go with. I ain't got no pictures. I was like, I didn't think about it. But you just see the shadiness of it all, okay? From Mariah getting there. Mariah came with Toya because Eugene was running late, and they brought Mariah's sister, which is funny because Mariah's sister is who Mariah accused Quad of sleeping with the sister's husband at the reunion last season. I'm like, that's just weird. So even walking in, you hear Mariah like, "Oh, it's dusty out here. It looks dingy. Okay, the red carpet is over the handicap parking space. Oh, whatever." And they get inside and have like, "Oh, Now, why would they bring, Mariah's dusty ass sister, right after she accused Quad of having sex with that lady's husband? This is a messy bitch. You can't do that. I'm like, okay. So we do see when Simone and Cecil walk in, even though Simone, kind of hugged Heavenly, Cecil was like not giving her no kind of eye contact, like nothing. I give you nothing today, okay? Because you know what I'm saying, they not on the terms or whatever. But hey, Cecil. He said, "Oh man, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good." It was real. Like I don't want to talk to you, but I'm not gonna be too rude. Like if you hadn't spoken to me, I would have spoken to you. But whatever. So again, we see all that or whatever. Again, it's just showing the dynamic between it's two. It's broken up. They could have. I won't say they could have kept this episode, but again, I'm hoping the next episode is better than this one. It gave. It looks like it's going to be an amazing season, but again, this was an opener episode. This is a real opener into okay, this is what you're gonna get this season. Boom. So we do see Damon gets a tour of his facility, and he brings up how he's just happy to be able to say that it's his, he owns it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, because a win for me is a win for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's a step in the right direction or whatever. But I'm so proud of you, Daddy. I was on my knees. Get off your knees in the surgical center, girl. Get up. Do it at home. Anyway, so we then see again half the group outside, half the group inside. Okay, so eventually everyone meets up outside. The husbands are they talk between themselves, and all the ladies are talking among themselves as well. Now we do see there's one new doctor wife, but they didn't really introduce her right. And she don't have no confession look yet, so I don't know who she is, and I don't care this shit. Like, she ain't do much. But we do see when Quad is walking past and she sees Simone, she don't speak, okay? And I'm like, okay. And Mariah was right there as well. But I think the reason she didn't speak was because right there was also Mariah's sister. So the producers asked her, well, how did you feel about seeing, Mariah's sister? I didn't see her. Oh, we know what's awkward. How does it feel? I have no feelings. I have no comment on the situation at all. And she don't want to talk about it. Okay, if you say so. So we then see how they start talking about the issue. So we see Simone say her issue with Heavenly was that she shared private information, that she had talked to her about, and she didn't like that. And Heavenly then say it wasn't no secret that Cecil wasn't working. Everyone knew he wasn't working, and she didn't like it. Okay. Then Mariah brings up how she didn't like how Jackie brought up the drug comment that Quad said. Jackie then said, I just repeated what was already said. I was hoping that it will open up, it will be like laying all the cards on the table and everyone could talk about, the issues that they had with people, but I wasn't trying to be messy. If you say so. Simone then started to bring up how she didn't like how Heavenly went at Cecil. And when she did that, Contessa then said, well, I don't know about that because we're going to get on husbands, you know what I'm saying, getting at people or whatever, which made Toya chime in and said, well, you can't talk because your husband went at Simone. Now, it was either last season or the season before last where Simone was going at Contessa and Scott did say to Simone, just like leave her alone, calm down or whatever he said. He didn't really go at Simone. He was talking and Simone got lit. And then he got a little lit, okay? But it was what it was. So from there, they start talking about how the men and how is it cool or not if the men gets involved in the women's mess. And sometimes the men get involved in the women's mess too much. Doesn't mean that the men are acting like bitches. I'm like, where is this conversation going? But I digress. Anyway, so from there, Toya then said, well, Contessa, your husband was in Simone's face defending her. Contessa then says again, you know what I'm saying, don't act like your man don't do the same or whatever. But my husband don't fight bitches. Contessa then said, your husband is the definition of a big ass bitch. I say, oh, the who can say to someone your husband is the definition of a big ass bitch? I said, oh my Lord. Jesus fix it. So Contessa brings up how you keep coming after my husband. You know what I'm saying? You must not be too happy with your husband. Contessa, I don't think that's true. I think that Toya is very happy with Eugene, but Toya don't have nothing to do in life. So she's always in someone else's business or whatever like that. That's what it is. But I do think that she's happy with Eugene. At this point, Heavenly's upset because everyone's arguing, yelling, and fussing at their event. Like, if they was gonna fight, why did they come? Y'all fight at every event. Heavenly, your event ain't special. It's not at all. But I digress. So, Quad, like, you know what, ladies, we should table this. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to go inside and have drinks. If not, we can talk about it later. Go sit your fake ass down. You go, Quad, go sit down somewhere. Not that I think what she said wasn't appropriate, but I'm like, you don't really mean it, okay, at all. So just have several seats or whatever. So and then again, we see what, two separate events or two separate groups. Toya, Eugene, Eugene, Toya, Heavenly, and Simone outside talking still, and then Jackie, Quad, Heavenly, and Contessa on. Why I say Heavenly twice? Toya, Simone, who was it? Mariah. Toya, Mariah, and Simone outside, and then Jackie, Quad, and Heavenly, and Contessa on the inside. And so we just see there's a clear divide, okay? And both husbands, both Cecil and Simone and Scott, girl, Cecil, Eugene, and Scott are being told that the women were arguing and that the men were being called bitches. And so Eugene and Cecil say, I'm a bitch too. What up, my bitch? And I'm like, okay, it was really, really funny. And that was it. Okay? If you watched this whole time, just put in the comment section, I watched this whole time and the reason. Okay?